Hello, hello. First of all, I'm really honored to be here with you guys. Thank you, Julie, for always bringing me in and giving me this kind of opportunity for talking and raising awareness about the situation and to have this platform that I will be able to talk more about art in Palestine and especially in East Jerusalem. So, as you said, I'm the artistic director of Duban Professional Dance Company and Studio that is located in East Jerusalem, and now we're finding new locations in the West Bank so we can provide the West Bank with the best education and raise awareness in the Palestinian folklore, the Palestinian folklore that it is tangible and intangible, and focus more on rooting the identity through dance and giving or providing people with the best dance education possible, because we believe that movement can be received by people more than words, and we believe in the power of the change that the movement gives upon words. So Duban Professional Company is a company that produce and present high quality visual art that tackles social issues faced by the community. It aims to enhance the infrastructure of the Palestinian society through arts, founding creative space that incubate artists and talents within a challenge diverse community. So this is based of our mission that we really focus on and work towards. Um, and Duban, this is as a company, but as a studio as well, we always try. For me, growing up as an artist in Palestine, having no place that can be a home for me and can incubate me as an artist or as a youth that really wanted to know more in dance. So the dream started from there. I tried as much as possible when I was youth to find this place, to find a place that it's I can be myself, I can be free, I can talk about anything I'm living about every day. So that's why we founded Duban. We founded Duban to have a place for each kid in East Jerusalem, and we hope to have a place for each kid in Palestine to be able to raise his voice and speak more about the community and raise awareness through dance and through movements. So so yeah, it started as a person dream, and now Duban kind of provide and help more than 1,700 kids in East Jerusalem and in Palestine in general, in the 48 land, in the West Bank, and in Jerusalem itself. So this is based off our work, and in the last couple of years, we saw that our folklore is kind of being cleansed by the occupation through different levels, because the occupation now is controlling the education system, they are controlling the history system, they are controlling everything about our life, our daily goals, whatever. So we decide to find a way through dance and through art and through movement that we can kind of help the kids to be rooted and be more connected to their identity through dance. And this was the main focus of us, to provide, to find a curriculum that can be taught in schools using only movements, and see how movements are really powerful to change and to educate and to raise awareness about Palestinian histories. So we divided the movements and its development since the 19th till the 21st century, until our day today, and see how it was changed and kind of adapted during different events that happen in Palestine, such as pre 1948, 48, 1967, and after, and how it was affected, and how our body and our language that we spoke with it really changed depending on what's happened to the people. So on the social level, on the economic level, in the political level, and in the cultural level. So this is what we are based on researching and providing the people and the school with this kind of education, because speaking now history in schools are not allowed. Speaking our our history and talking about our stories is not allowed anymore at schools, especially in East Jerusalem schools. So I think this is the way of resistance. It's a way of making sure that the coming generation know more about their history and more about their ancestors.
So, Hannah, you and I have communicated a little bit about my passion for dance and movement. And I actually wrote my master's thesis on the psychophysiological effects of aerobic dance on emotionally disturbed adolescents. And that was 30 years ago or more, you know? So this has been a passion of mine. And one thing that really occurs to me about what you're doing is how multi-layered it is. And last time we met on Zoom, we had this interaction with Tom also, who's going to show some photographs in a minute, about the impact not only on us, but on everyone we showed these photographs and videos to. So I think that what you're doing is very powerful in creating healing and samud rising in us by just looking at what you're doing. And I think also it must also be healthy and health inducing and courage inducing and samud inducing in the dancers themselves. And so as well as giving us these images of the culture, you're also helping us all to heal and to bless. So these were photographs that were taken in November at a performance, and it was the very, very first time we saw you and your dancers. And Tom and I were both crying.
Yeah, it
And
was
when
just
I,
overwhelmingly beautiful. Yeah. The colors, the movement, and the spirit, of the dancers was just incredible.
and the joy and the feeling that you
Yeah.
conveyed to us was remarkable. When I showed these photographs to people on email after I got back, the most common reaction I got was it made me cry and it gave me hope.
So nice to
I
hear
think
that.
this
Yeah.
is like really speak out about our life daily over here because we can't live without hope. But it's always challenging to be here to adapt to everyday change and to make sure that we still resist and root in this kind of land, especially in East Jerusalem with everything going on. Because at the moment, even the theater, we are. I don't know if you heard, all of you, like at the moment, the El Hakawati Theater, which is one of the only theater in Jerusalem are kind of closed. They close it through the court. The Israeli court is taking the decision, or they took already the decision of closing the only theater for Palestinians in East Jerusalem. And all the artists, stand out. So now it is under pause. We are not allowed to use the stage, but still, it's not finally decision. But at the moment, we don't have even a place to perform. So even this kind of right for any artist that we don't have anymore any place to perform, to relieve our emotion, to share our stories. And this is also is affecting our school, which also kind of incubate more than 200 students that at the end they work for a full year, they learn technique, they develop themselves, but at the moment they are not able to show what they learn and how they develop in dance because there is no theater, no place to show. So we are dealing with this situation now. It's a cleanse not only on curriculum or cleanse on everyday life. It's a cleanse on every sense, even the culture, even like all the levels.
So how can we help? What can we do to help you? And is there a possibility of you traveling to the West Bank or to Jordan or other places to perform?
At the moment, yes. Like, what you can do is always keep up what you're doing, guys, because raising awareness is one of the most important things.
Yeah.
And maybe coming here on the land and seeing the situation and, like talk more and raise awareness as much as possible. I think this is one of the most important things at the moment to be done because it's resilience in itself. And to be honest, we are doing some performances in the West Bank, but for us, we are Jerusalemite. The art in Jerusalem is necessary because ruining or cleanse the identity of Jerusalem is one of the most important goals for the occupation, to kind of to show all the place that people or Palestinian people are not, they are not living in Jerusalem. They don't have any culture. So I think we need to keep up standing as much as possible. However, sometimes it's impossible to, but we need to keep up as well as trying to find other alternative. But for me, as doing the performance for the school in the West Bank is not on the table or not in my goals, because they are Jerusalemite people. They need to perform in their city. They need to have the right, because it's a right, to perform. We are not doing any act, it's a act of relieving emotions. It's an act of talking more about myself. It's an act of dancing. We are not threat to anyone. But I think what really scared them is the hope that we have, the hope that we continue and insist on showing and living with every day. This is what they are fearing. They are fearing of a generation that know more about Palestine, a generation that still resists. And this is we want to be able to stop doing, because this is our hope, this is our way, and this is the resilient in a way.
Thank you so much, Hanna. And I definitely am going to put that on my top of my list to advocate for you in Jerusalem.
Hopefully, we will be able to do a soft opening for our Beit Jala space. It's almost ready with all the details and stuff. And we make a theater inside it because of all the challenges we are passing by. So we decided to have a theater inside the dancing hall. So this is a way also for keeping the kids in a way to dance and have a place that they can perform in a safe space. So yeah, like hopefully we will be doing the opening in the end of June, beginning of July. Beginning of July, hopefully. And we will have a huge performance over there, as well as inviting all the people and, like just to come in and having a full experience.
Well, we celebrate the opening of your new facility in Beit Jala, the land of Saint Nicholas, right?
Yes.
And such a beautiful place just outside of Bethlehem. So we totally celebrate that.
The nice thing is between Bethlehem and Jerusalem, like you can see from the home, you can see the Dome of the Rock, you can see Jerusalem, and you can see the Nativity Church, which is, like heart touching to see between these two places. Like you're talking about the less than 3 kilos, you have a separation wall, and still, you can touch both through the sky, like you need to dance to fly out to touch these two spaces at the same time.